pitched probably better than the final line would indicate. How did you feel as far as what you went about it today?
Usually we say solo shots don't kill you, but 3 of them, and then 2 more runs in the third. Leadoff homer, I made a good pitch. He put a good swing on it. The other 2 homers, get behind the count, had to work myself back. Jackson 6 straight fastballs, and he hit one, and then O'Hearn had fouled off about 3 straight heaters in a row in the same exact spot, and felt like changeup was a good play, and got him out on it 7 times already in the span of the 3 games I've played against him. The other ones, a couple balls drop in. The walk sucks because slip on one pitch, you don't even necessarily get to, it could end up walking him still anyway, but you don't even necessarily get to throw a competitive throw. And I'm fine. Overall frustrating with the end line of it. Filled up the zone, threw a lot of strikes, getting ahead of most people, but, one of those days.
Seems like you always kind of put it on yourself when it doesn't work out there. It's kind of your nature.
Yeah, I'm hard on myself. Probably too hard. A lot of people tell me I'm too hard on myself, but I like to care about everybody in this room, and I want to win every single time I take the mound and give the team a chance to win. And got to go through, made it through 6. A dicey third, but made it out of there, and then 3 more innings with 1 run. Did my best to give us a chance after I'd already put us in a big hole. But yeah, that one's on me. Give up 5 runs and the offense comes back and puts up 3, and just sucks.
Gotcha. We've joked about you've had all the day games, but how that was like the hottest game in Rays history apparently.
It was hot.
Yeah.
It was hot. We do joke about me having a lot of the day games, but it doesn't matter. There's no excuse. Still go out there and you go pitch, and maybe takes a little bit out of you. I drink a lot more fluids than I normally do. I sit in the tunnel. I have my air-conditioned unit. I have everything I can do to prepare myself to be able to go back out there if there's a long inning and move around. It beats the crap out of you when you're out there, and the next day you feel it. But still gotta go out there and pitch and execute pitches and give us a chance to win.
How draining was that third inning? I think you threw 22 or 24, so you got 1 out. You threw 30-something for the inning.
Yeah, it was a long one, and I was just trying to get, you get solo shot, and then you walk a guy, and all I'm trying to do is get a double play ball. And Westberg gets a bloop single that bloops in center, and then Henderson comes up and fouls a couple of really good changeups off, and try to beat him with doors up at the top, and gets on top of it and hits on. And then after that, it's just like, okay, Ryan, you already did this to yourself. How can you minimize? And when you get guys on base early with no outs, you're trying to get out of it with unscathed, but most of the time you're not. You're just trying to minimize the damage to the least minimal what you can do. And I clearly didn't do that today, but I wasn't necessarily going out there trying to strike out everybody. It's more you're trying to just execute pitches. So how can I, maybe give up a run, but I can get 2 outs here and make the inning a lot faster.
What do you feel like you kind of found after that third? I think it was 9 in a row once you got out of that.
I think it just got ahead and got executed. They were aggressive, like very aggressive, and it was apparent what they were trying to do. You could see it last night what they were trying to do lit, and Todd the other night as well. But they came out swinging. Every time I threw a fastball at the top of the zone, they were swinging at it. Faced them 3 times in this past month. My game plan doesn't change. I'm still going to go out there and execute and try to get the ball at the top of the zone, change-ups underneath, mixing the slider to both sides, and the occasional curveball. And just one of those days where the ball doesn't hit the glove or a couple go out of the park.
I know you guys were pretty excited winning the first 2. The challenge now, I assume, is just to keep that momentum going.
Yeah.
To start tomorrow with the White Sox.
Yeah, series win. We always talk about series wins. We already won it. You try to go for this week today. It didn't happen, but we still won the series. And if you win every single series, at the end of the season, you're going to be in pretty good shape. And obviously, would you love to sweep 100%, but to come out firing right out of the gates after the stretch we were on going into the break, flush it today. Win 2 out of 3. Baltimore's better than their record shows. Their lineup's very good. They pitch the ball as well. And, White Sox come into town tomorrow, flush today, and, start with the win tomorrow, and then we'll talk about it the next day.
Thanks, Ryan.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.